Well, earlier in the show, we talked about entrepreneurship. Let's hone in now on ambition, the positive and the negative effects it can have. Well, there's a new book out that can help you take stock of your own ambitions and really understand how to find the right life balance. Well, joining us now is the author of The Ambition Trap, Amina AlTai. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me back.
Absolutely. Well, the word ambition, there's a lot behind it. How do you define ambition? And more importantly, how do you think we should define ambition?
Absolutely. So ambition is one of those culturally complex words that can either highlight our benefits or our drawbacks, depending on who is being labeled. But I think ambition is neutral and natural, and it's for everybody. And it's simply a desire to unfold. It's a desire for more life.
Okay, what would you say is the difference between painful and then purposeful ambition?
Yes. So painful ambition is the ambition that is driven by our core wounds. So there are 5 core wounds. They are rejection, abandonment, humiliation, betrayal, and injustice. And each and every one of us has 1, 2, or all 5 of those core wounds, and they can drive our ambition. And it can lead us to overwork. It can lead us to have this strong desire to win no matter the cost, to hurt ourselves, to burn out, all of the things. But purposeful ambition is when we're sourcing our ambition from a place of truth, from a place of wholeness.
Okay, now you touched on the burnout. You say it's called the resentment line. Share more thoughts on that one.
Yeah, so the resentment line is the line that if we live below it, we feel resentful. And this often shows up for my clients in being not paid enough, not supported enough at work or home. And because their needs aren't being met, they're feeling resentful. So if we're living below the resentment line, it is an opportunity for us to take stock of our needs, ask ourselves where they're being met and where they aren't, and see if we can figure out a way to reorganize so we do feel whole, full, and nourished.
Okay, and that right there makes a lot of sense. Now, how do you identify, or how can we identify identity and ambition? Do they coincide?
They absolutely do. So as I was studying ambition, I found that women, for example, experience an ambition penalty. So what I noticed is that we actually couldn't separate identity and ambition. We had to talk about them in the same conversation. So whether you are a woman or a person of color, a person with a disability, we're going to experience different challenges around our desire to grow. And so I think it's super important that we have that conversation together.
Yeah. Now, let's talk about your book. What are the key lessons you want readers to really take away from this read?
Well, what I noticed is that we live in a culture that thinks ambition means more for more's sake all the time. But that is making us sick, right? That's burning us all out. 70% of us are reporting burnout at this time. And so I think that ambition really goes in cycles like nature does. So there's going to be moments where we want to grow and we put in all the effort. And then there's moments where we go back underground, where we need to nurture ourselves before we take aim again. And so I want you to allow it to go in cycles. And I also want you to take away that ambition is for everyone. It is all of our birthrights, and it's going to look different for each of us. But it is a desire to unfold, a desire for more life. And we can do it in a way that is supportive for us, for the people that we care about, and for the planet too.
Yes, The Ambition Trap is the name of your book. Now, I'll ask you this last question. A lot of times we hear the word ambition in a negative light, right? Oh my gosh, that person's so ambitious and this and that. Where do you find the positives in being with ambition? And is this something you talk about in your book, the different ways to interpret it?
Yes, that's why I wanted to redefine it, because we do make it right for some people, we make it wrong for others. So when I was looking at the data, what I saw was that for men, for example, when we label them ambitious, we think that they're strong and powerful. When we see an ambitious woman, we often think that they're aggressive or bossy. So we're making it right for some people and wrong for others. But I think that it is universally neutral and natural. And for all of us, we just want to make sure we're not coming from that painful place with it.
Got it. Well, thank you so much. Great advice this morning, and congratulations on the book. Definitely something everybody needs to read. Thank you so much, Amina, for your time today.
Thank you for having me. It's been wonderful.